kind of did that one just thinking of you, wanting to show that off. How you doing, man? God, I wish I could be a cat. Just passed out, napping back there. So happy. Okay. How's it going, everyone? We are live. I am working on a ring today. Doing the stone setting. I don't know if some of you guys dropping in from the give me a second. You know how YouTube pushes the content to you. So I'm making these spectrum colored rings and slowly but surely getting them done. Sorry about how long they're taking, Will. Let's see. Housekeeping stuff. Planning to go live tomorrow. I'm able to go live today, so fingers crossed to be going live tomorrow. We're gonna bring up chat. Give me 1 second here. I'll be... Josh, I doubt you're here right now, but if you see this, I've got everything boxed up. I've just been struggling with shipping, so I haven't gotten that giveaway out. It's ready to go. Same with the one that's about to... I'm going to do the drawing here after the stream. What the fuck? There we go. And I really hope we are monetized right now. Fingers crossed. So yeah, today I am doing... trying to get out several projects that I'm behind on. These... some osmium ones. I feel like I'm just like ever catching up right now. Stone setting. Yes. I got new drill bits. Hooray. I've been needing new drill bits. So here I have the 4 colors we're going to go through as I do this. Might be slightly some little bit of challenge between these two, but I don't think it'll be too much. These are slightly larger. Just slightly. But they do their gradient well. How's your week going, Will? So for a project like these, you need calipers. Use some digital ones. You know, I have no idea. Dividers. You need dividers. These are 185, roughly speaking. And thankfully, I also got a new set of setting burrs. Because my other ones were starting to burn out, which is why we were seeing so much smoke as I was using them on the last stream. I swear I need to get, like, just 5 packs of these sizes that I use the most commonly. 1.7. 1.93. Really? That's about perfect, actually. Those two burrs are the ones I'll be needing for this project. And a drill bit. I like to pop these drill bits out and just leave them in my setting burr case so that I have a nice sharp drill bit in there, as well as those. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to quickly get some measurements on the rest of these colors to make sure I'm not tripping and that they're all about the size I think I need them to be. That's a 1.5. 1.75. Can I get like 1.75? Okay. So I need to dodge the 1.5s. Some more pinks. What the fuck? Okay, so these are about 1.5 to 1.65. I'm gonna have to check that number. Okay, this one's going to really fucking test me, I see. And these are 1.5s. I'm gonna need another bit, it looks like. Hey, Ken. Alright, so our first color is going to be the 1.7s. But I'm going to want to do this from the middle. Fuck. So there's a glitch in my plan a bit. I'm going to take this color out, because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. Because it'll go from big, or medium, to big, to small. And even though it's like a point of a millimeter, I don't want it to be too noticeable. If I do that wave like that, it will be. So I'm going to do 4 of each of these. Maybe 5 of these specifically. Sorry, this part can be the challenging part sometimes. 4, 6, okay. Next step, take my dividers so I can use them. How you doing this week, Ken? How is everyone doing this week? You're probably right about that. Because that's a really valid observation, I would say. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now to one of these sides. Pattern recognition. Almost feel like that's something that's not. Well, I guess we all have it. It's just the question more is where do we put it, huh? It's not a subject that I have a lot of in-depth knowledge about, so that's actually more of a question since, as you said, you've recently written some papers on the subject. Real quick, it's a good idea to make sure that I have 2, 3, 4, 5. These are moissanite, right? Yes, they're moissanite. Had to make sure those were moissanite. I imagine it is a pretty intriguing subject. Two, 3. Yeah, definitely gonna have to do that last one. 4. 2, 3, and 4. Yes, yes. And thank you to all those who hit that like button. I appreciate it. Okay, my next move, I'm going to score a line going up the center. Actually, I do this kind of a weird way. Well, that might bode well. Boom. There it is. And that gives me my path up the center. Which now I can move these indents to the center so that when I drill my pilot holes here in a minute, they're actually in the center of the ring. No, bad stomach, don't you fucking do this to me today. Boom, there we go. Hello, Opic. Alright. And now to start drilling. Now I want to make sure I'm going straight up and down right into the center of the ring. And I want to be very careful with it. Also, I want to continue to use the Burr Life, which is a type of wax, oil, whatever. Not only does it help cut, it keeps the burrs and drill bits from going, from losing their sharpness because of detempering. You can also use beeswax. So I have a large brick of just in cases of emergencies should I run out. It's hard to watch the screen, but I'm trying. Iris! Hey, no, you're good. You've been doing fucking research for me all day. I appreciate it. Hell, we're lucky I'm on time. Yeah, I'm noticing we're up to 13 already. You know what I don't get? Why is it thumbnails seem to help when we're talking about the vertical, since most of the engagement comes from people flipping through YouTube shorts? There I was, reading fantasy books and thinking about Comic Cons or something to that effect. I think they called it the World Hoppers Ball. I saw it recently. One of my favorite bits of IP out there, Cosmere. That looked like a really fun event. Why, hello, Ricky. I'm sorry. What's that? Okay, so I was actually thinking I'm probably gonna have to get copyright struck so I can use some of the music from it. No, you're kind of on the right page, Iris. My idea is to borrow their popularity. So you're like on the exact same page I am. I don't know if the song's name was Soda Pop or Lollipop. It's one of the more popular ones from that. Is that a Semitic language? What language is that, Will? Because my brain is screaming Arabic for some reason. It doesn't feel like Arabic. Indonesian, okay. Wow, yeah, I was way the fuck off. Oh, and I don't know if anybody likes sea glass jewelry, but I'm doing a partnership with somebody, and see how that goes. But if you want some colorful sea glass jewelry, let me know, because I do have access to some really dope sea glass, I guess. And no, I do not know sea glass as well as I know gemstones. I just know how to make badass jewelry. Whether it be from sea glass, gemstones, fucking chipmunk skull, I'll work it out. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if I'm going to have to watch... I thought it was a full anime series, so now that I know it's not, it's a little more reasonable to watch it. Alright, so that drill bit is 0.9. I want a 0.123. It, 0.3. And then I could move up to 1.5. Alrighty. Why, hello, Orion. Yeah, that's... I guess I will be watching it then. Might as well. Shit, that's hot. Okay. One moment. Just burned myself. Oh, fabricate them mostly. Occasionally I'll do some casting. Hopefully we'll be getting into more casting. Although I in like being fully on it, or yeah, I prefer fabrication. I don't know, there's something about making it from the ground up. I messed up a little bit, I think. I don't think it'll be a problem, but... Thank you! Oh, nice! Heck yeah, I know what you mean. Lapidary's some fun stuff. I've been playing with it a little bit, but nowhere near as much as I would like to. Hey, Treasure! Oh, that question is not for me. I was like, I've never been to the Great Lakes, Will, and then it hit me like, oh, duh. He knows that. How you doing, Treasure? No, they are not. You might be, Iris. Give me a little bit. I'll probably watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Just because it feels like it's a requisite if I'm going to start using their jewelry to try and make some, videos blow up. Although, I'll be honest, the jewelry piece that you sent me that other day was way fucking more cool than anything we found in this popular one. I buy my silver either from Rio Grande or a local LCS. A lot of times I just go with these. I believe it stands for licensed coin seller or local coin seller. Store, shop. And I mean, so we have two of them in my town. One of them is kind of a scammy place. The other one I really like. So I go to the one I really like because they're like, I actually feel like I'm not getting scammed by them. That's kind of important. But Rio Grande is another good place to get silver from. I have the stuff to make plates with and wire. Well, some types of wire. That is equipment not everyone can afford to get. So you can buy from Rio Grande. It's just a lot more expensive, but a lot less work. 600-foot wave? Yeah, I'm gonna side with Will on that one. I think I'm good. Will, you son bitch. I'm in. Don't want to have to delete your own comment? I wonder if a mod can put themselves in timeout. Don't try. We've had, yeah, ever since that one time where Jesse accidentally, hit the wrong person's name tag before the timeout, which was actually my fault, but, I just beat him to it, which is really rare. Nope, I tried. I'm not shocked that you tried, Will. I'm actually more surprised that I haven't given it a shot yet, like, playing with those things. Then again, am I a mod or am I admin? Can you even be an admin? Channel operator? Alright, so these are the setting burrs, and they're shaped like the bottom of a gemstone. Well, see, that's what I was thinking too, but technically, I would think an admin would have, like, UID 0. I'm not root. More of an elevated mod. There's no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What the hell? So I'll do those 4 then. 4, 4. It's 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Stop. Fucking hate when it does that. I very much dislike it when it does that to me. Apologies for the cursing. For some reason it was biting on me. My speed was probably too high or something, I don't know. Two, 3, 4. Alrighty. So all 4 of those need to be made bigger. Yeah, or sometimes I just need to slow down the rotation speed and stabilize it. So now I'm just cutting each of these seats to fit the stone as perfectly as I can. And testing each stone. Fits. Mostly fits. Yay. Yay. And a big thank you to all the people who have been hanging out, watching this, lurking. Everyone who's hit that thumbs up button, I really appreciate it. Okay, so we got those four. Now I need to go back down to the smaller size. Oh, and the donations also really help. Thank you, Will. Because I'll actually be getting a check, not this month, but next month, and the more the better. Alright, let's check our pink. So I'm doing 5 of these pink ones. And we're probably gonna have to widen these out just a bit. One, two, three, and 5. I'm getting that Dremel going. Well, technically it's not a Dremel. This is a flex shaft, but they're both rotary tools and basically do the exact same thing. Son of a... That's a good point. It does not roll off the tongue quite the same. Hey, Chris. It's good to see you. I hope you've had a good week. I'm still alive. Try to keep counting those as wins. One, two, three, and four. Hey, look at that. No hassle, they just went in. I'm sorry, Iris. That's my fault. As soon as this morning, the moment I realized, like, I should be going and finding, well, no, I'd already been looking for some of the more popular things like that, and then, you know, I found it and was like, ooh, who can I ask about this? Who would know about K-pop Demon Hunters? Iris would know. I can't believe it's Friday. Like yesterday, I got told it was Thursday because I have a meeting I go to every other Thursday, and I was like, wait, it's Thursday already? I thought it was Wednesday. The fuck? Lost a week. Alright, so I got that part done. My bad. That distracted me for a second there. Get back to you after the show. But find a way. Alright, so on the bottom, we notice we've got the rough parts from where all of the burrs popped out. That's a setting burr. I want a small round burr. $10.4. Although, really, that's, now that I think about it, in silver, that's... Okay. And then I use the little round burr. Oh, I'm gonna have to... to just take the edges off. And then they'll get smoothed out a little more later in filing. Sorry, I didn't realize my angle was that bad, guys. Yeah, one of these days. Actually, I can't even say one of these days because I've drilled into my finger once. I just didn't do it very far, so it didn't teach me enough of a lesson, apparently. What I wouldn't give for a better vise setup with my microscope. Someday I'll get there. But good advice there. Oh, I bet it hurt. All right, up next, I am grabbing one of my burrs for removing metal. I need a better burr organization setup. That'll do. And like, oh, what the a plasma lighter? What the hell is a plasma lighter? What can I do with it? Besides, you know, lighting a cigarette, since I don't really do that anymore. Wait, Chris, did you ask? Oh, yes, the birds are spinning. It's probably not easy to see most of the time, though. Good question. Call it. This thing's called the Call It, I believe. Although, let's be honest, being self-taught, knowing all the terminology for the tools and stuff wasn't at the, like, top of my list. It probably should be up there, but, you know. Just 'cause it should be, doesn't mean that I was smart enough to do so. I do not like that angle. How about this angle? I believe it's a Call It. Yeah, there's like too many technical names for all of them and all that jazz. Oh, okay. Ooh. You know, I think I like the Call It better. Because I have to switch out bits so much that if I have to switch to the key every time, it gets to be a real pain in the ass. That's probably kind of illogical, but because I still have to have something to get this thing to open up too. Stop. Chucky. Oops, there are lightning for... Oh. Wait, something about lightning? How does that make for better Wi-Fi? Don't. Like, I don't understand. It would work for that one. Would it work? Yeah. Yes. Theoretically. Yes. Okay. The rings flashbanged you. Damn. Nice. Hello, Andres. Oh, damn. We're up to 27 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Every bit helps. Okay. Let's go to the most difficult ones first. And ask myself, do I really feel comfortable doing that? I don't know that I do. So I'm going to go a couple of saw blade sizes down and see if it helps any. No, that's what I'm using now. Delightful. Okay, so I'm going to use a small blade for a few of these. Just because I don't want to screw it up. Might have to use it on all of them, though. And what happens if I do? I go clean the rest down to the size I want. So I'm switching from a double lot to a quadruple lot. Why thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Possibly. And Chris, like, I know one person can kind of make it work, but if you can get two people working together as a team to make a business go off, like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't have time for, even though I'm good at all this part of it. You know, it's like, it would be great to have someone set up the website or operate the website completely for me and take all the pictures for me and I don't know, whatever else. And you'd be amazed what you can do with a couple $100 of tools from Harbor Freight. You can take a couple hundred tools from Harbor Freight a very long way. I watched a guy making HEMA armor earlier today with Harbor Freight tools. Like, and a washer that he scrapped. Like, hell yeah, dude. Yeah. No, and again, like, my disability got me the chance I needed to learn this. Whoops, my bad, guys. Sorry about that. I bumped the camera. Getting there. I really like this method because it helps cut really clean prongs. Although I literally need saw blades just for doing this. Like, I don't use these blades for anything else but cutting separations in said prongs. And do not want to let one of these saw blades touch you. It is crazy how quickly this will cut you to the bone. Took some practice. I've been doing this for 3 or 4 years now. I guess I started picking up stone setting specifically, 2.5 years ago? Something to that effect. I don't remember when I decided I was going to teach myself to do stone set. Well, no, I do remember when I decided I was going to teach myself stone setting. It's more of I don't remember when I actually started teaching myself. Um, I mean, yes, I don't do like the coin rings that you see commonly, but all of these coins or rings were quite literally made by melting coins and then. But I don't make actual coin rings because I don't have the tools for that right now. As much as I would like to get those tools. Jerry, it's good to see you. Oh, you're in DC. The plan change that I was needing to run by you. Switching from heart to this in this design. And then for the round, I'm wondering what you think of this design. Although it is a bit thick. Like, I totally understand. That's a bit of gold. I'd probably try to, I don't know, thin out some of it. I'm not exactly sure. See, that's too big. I need... to do a little bit finer work. But have fun in DC. Jesus, yeah, see, it's already been a week since I've fucking texted you, too. I need... more time. Time is going way too fast, indeed. Okay. Come on, please. What the fuck? Have I been off camera this whole time? Because that was confusing, to say the least. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, thank you. And you know, it's kind of my responsibility to keep track of that. I just suck at it. So I was just like, how long have I been off camera? Because I could have swore I was just on camera. No worries. I have no idea when it moved either, so, you know. Not your fault. Oh, I'm sorry, Iris. And thank you, Chris. Yeah, just getting... I love how these castle settings look once they're all finished, but they definitely take some time. So, I just realized something as I'm doing this. Using the beeswax versus the Rio Grande Burr Life stuff. That beeswax smells a lot better. Alright, let's see how lucky I get. I would love to do that someday with her. Iris, I would say, like, I would just make a centerpiece to go in the middle of the flower crown, and maybe like 2 other smaller pieces on the sides, so that it's not overpowering it, you know? Alright, now to do the step that they don't teach you at home university, or YouTube university, whatever you want to call it. And that is polish. Before you start setting the stones. And then polish again afterwards. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of spots that you can't polish. Where the fuck? There it is. Yeah, that's it. I just, right now, way too overwhelmed for a fun project like that. Because that's what it would be. It'd be a fun project. I can already see it's toying with me just a little bit. And I think, yeah, that's too small. I need one of these. Right? And I wouldn't mind it if I could afford to gamble a little bit. I just can't. That's why I haven't been doing any, like, high-end wire wrapping this year. Hello. Okay. Now I can switch back through. Alright, and I was doing that so that I could then break this puppy out again. Now, of course, I will have to do all of this over afterwards. But it'll be worth it. second. I just realized I didn't take my saw blade off, and since those ones are only used for this, I want to switch them back out so I don't forget, because that's what I did the last ring. And I broke a blade that I only had, well, now I have 5. I'll find it later. Any rocks outside? Wait, really need some weights inside? Oh, huh. Yeah, rocks? Rocks sound like a good idea. Rocks and wire are always the answer. Talking about right there. Alright, and now to start actually setting the fucking stones. For this, I don't need much. I need the stones, and then I need my beating tool with the right tips. And my stone magnet. Whoa, sorry, I did not mean to delete all those messages. That was my bad. No! What the fuck? Chris, can you see me? I apologize. I had some issues there. Okay. Sorry about that. You didn't do anything. My fingers just hit a bunch of buttons. Technical difficulties, you know? Yeah, technical difficulties are a pain in the butt. Yeah. Figuratively speaking, literally speaking, just speaking. Okay, so set gems in. Take prong pusher thing. They call it a beating tool. And gently move some prongs over. Okay, got those in. Now for the pink tourmaline. This is why I've been really enjoying this method where I cut out the prongs in between, and hopefully the rest of this ring will go as easy as those did. Because, it just makes it a lot easier when the stones just go right where they're supposed to. And then the prongs easily push over. Oh, nope, that's moissanite. Come on, just can go in there. Back with a bag of sheep, and that's a new one. Yes, stomach, I heard you. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some work on that. And then the last but not least, we throw in the moissanite. Now, I am waiting towards. I've got one more of these before I polish up and do the finish work on the last, what, one, two. I think this might be the third one that I'll need to polish because I figure that process takes so much changing out bits and stuff and like the finishing work, changing out files. I figured it would just be faster to do them all at once. I wish I could do all the stone setting at once, except for I'd have to get every fucking color and hue possible just so that I could then, so that way I could set them in, oh, all in the same size. So then I'd only have to drill one size. Hey, Jim. Oh, God. That sounds horrible, Iris. Beer brought Pringles? I know I'm probably just being a pansy, but still. Oh, wait, beer brats? Yeah, I guess I do. I like beer brats, but I think I like cheddar brats more if I'm being honest. Alrighty. There we go. So, there's the spectrum so far. What a project, Will. You, like, I don't know if this is straight up ingenious or fucking cruelty. I'm and insanity and like, yeah. Like part of this order says you're an awesome jeweler. The other part is let's see how, insane of a project I can convince you to do. Beat. Oh man, okay. Beat I absolutely could not do. Pringles or otherwise. Anyway, guys, I've got to start getting prepped up for tomorrow because I've got 2 things of gemstones that I need to get ready to. So we've got full boards for tomorrow. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I can see the analytics just dropped me, so. Hi, Robbie. This is really freaking cool, colorful. Alright. Will, I think stacked. I think we can do that idea. You're probably not even here right now, but pretty sure we can make it work. Anyway, everybody, I hope y'all have... And see... So there's the finished detail on the small one that I'll end up doing on them all. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you all for the likes. We almost hit 40. Kind of interested to see what the analytics have to say when I end this. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a good party, whatever. Be safe. Catch you on the flip side, everybody.